Welcome to Dirty Laundry. Joey Clifton.
Mary Ellen Godin.
And Meatball.
Wait, Mary Ellen. I know you. You're from the Record Journal.
That's correct. I'm your guest tonight.
You're my correspondent. This is Dirty Laundry, and we're going to air out Meriden's Dirty Laundry, just like on Meriden Talks on Facebook. Rumors, maybe not rumors, truth, lies, videotape, sex.
News, sport, and weather.
Yeah. Speaking of weather,
Let's keep it clean.
our first snowfall.
Yes.
Is there a parking band in effect?
No.
There's
was.
no parking band
There
with
was.
trumpets and saxophones and tubas.
I think the parking band is till 12 noon. Is that what it is?
The band.
The
Well,
band.
because
The band.
you can't have cars when the band
Right,
is coming down
right.
the street. Yeah.
Okay.
What time does the splash pad open?
Tomorrow, 7 a.m.
Be there.
Anybody got any scrap metal? We could hit them all up here. All right, so Mary Ellen.
Yes.
Let's introduce ourselves to everybody.
Okay.
Record Journal reporter for how many years?
20.
20 years?
Yes.
They pay you good, I guess.
Okay.
Well, you're still there.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very enjoyable.
And you lived in Meriden your whole life?
No.
Where are you from?
From Fairfield County. Trumbull.
Ooh. Oh.
Yes.
Trouble?
Trumbull.
Trumbull.
Yep.
So she started out with money, ended up with nothing. Was that about 20 years ago when you got?
Started out with money, ended up with a dream.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
And I do
Still
want
dreaming.
I want to give a good shout out to Record Journal for letting you be a part of this, and they have their own podcast too, which I listen
correct.
to all the time.
That's right.
And it's very informative, very
Right.
NPR-ish.
It's the morning record.
Yeah.
Mike Savino, city editor, does a great job.
So I think what we should do is take a little bit of that and ramp it up a little bit.
Boom.
All right, don't get me in trouble.
No.
Never.
It is dirty laundry, so we got to air some dirty laundry. Meatball,
Yes.
where are you from?
I'm from Skokie, Illinois. Well, I was born here, there, but I lived here for most of my life. Since 5th grade, I was in Meriden.
I can't pick the Illinois accent.
No, there is
No?
no.
There's an accent, but
It's Eastern European.
which side of the arch were you on?
Left.
The left side.
left side.
The left side. All right. Well, I'm from Jersey, if you can't tell.
Is there a Jersey accent?
Yeah.
Jersey?
Well, in Jersey, we don't have accents. All of you have accents.
Yeah,
right.
well, you sound like Bon Jovi.
Well, all I got to say is coffee. For
Coffee.
some reason,
Coffee.
people say coffee. And it's
Coffee.
How they can tell, but
Is that?
I say it normal.
That's the test.
Coffee.
Okay.
And I need it.
And do you put ketchup on your eggs?
No, I do have pork roll.
No, people
I like
from
pork roll.
Jersey put ketchup on their eggs.
No, I use hot sauce.
Ooh.
Hot sauce on everything.
Tell us about Jersey fries.
Jersey fries, disco fries,
Right.
Fries with cheese and gravy, and then you have the fries with the pasta sauce on it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, all right. So speaking of the snow, our first snowfall.
It was crazy.
Were you ready?
Well, kind of, sort of. But it started at 5, and it kind of ended at 6. But we got all that snowfall, like, bam, within that hour.
Yeah, there was some pretty bad traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody was
all
driving
over the
like they're
state.
from
Everybody, yeah.
like from LA
Like they're
when
from
it
Jersey.
when it rains. Well, we're not massholes though. When it rains like 2 inches in LA and everybody's like gone crazy. Mm-hmm. We're New England. We should know how to drive in snow by now.
And we should be prepared for it.
Yes, eggs, milk, bread.
Snow tires.
What do you actually
tires.
do with eggs, milk, and bread when you're
French
snowed in?
toast.
Yeah, but the
French
toilet
toast.
paper.
Breakfast.
Breakfast and toilet paper. What else do you need?
Speaking of LA, I know it's not here, but it's going to lead into it. The fires in LA.
yeah.
Is it just me, or I don't really feel bad when I know it's going to come off really bad, but when you've got multi-millionaires and actors and actresses and they lose their houses, I don't feel as bad as if it's like the house in Meriden that burnt down that everybody was raising money for.
But on the other hand, Meriden's in the floodplain, so this is the same kind of story. So why are you building there in the woods?
No, I
Why
don't
are we
think
building
it's,
here in the floodplain?
I don't think it's the same kind of story.
Well, it's
I mean,
opposite because it's fire, water.
But do
power.
you feel
That's
bad?
tragic.
Do you feel bad?
There's a I do. There's
I mean, like, I feel bad for,
over 600 people missing.
you know, well, yeah, that of course, but I'm saying the materialistic items like the houses and stuff.
No.
Like for them, I feel bad if they lose their wall of Oscars or their gold records because I can imagine they worked their butt off for that. But not really the house. Like a house is a house. But like in Meriden, if your house burns down, I think the house is more sentimental than the things that are in it because people work a lot harder for their house.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you work half your life for a house and then it burns down. It's really sad. But if you work only 10 minutes, kind of thing.
I have some neighbors who lost their house in the Building 11 fire at Crown Village about 5 years ago, and it was just devastating.
I remember that. That was
just devastating. for
crazy
them.
looking.
Yeah.
I do like when the community comes together and raises money for things.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when one family is just unfortunate or something bad happens. Everybody does come together
Yeah.
and start something.
Right, they definitely start something.
They start something. But Malibu is the place to go looting if you're going to go looting.
No,
Yeah.
Malibu is pretty much a lot of neighborhoods are wrecked. I spoke to a man who had a friend in Malibu today. Her house is okay, but the rest, the neighborhood is gone. She has nowhere to walk her dog or anything. The air is awful.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also, the fire seeped into the ground and it impacted the sewer, the septic, the utilities. So God only knows when they're going to be able to go back, even though her house is structurally okay.
Yeah, but they can't
They're-
breathe.
Right. Well, not only that,
And
even
utilities.
when you got to rebuild all that.
Yeah.
So, and then you look at the north.
Yeah, well, that town, that Paradise, which
Right.
isn't really a paradise
No,
anymore. How do you
unfortunate name.
rebuild? You know, like when Sandy hit, and my mom is down on the Jersey Shore,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I mean, Seaside Heights and all those towns got like devastated, but there
Right.
was still some type of infrastructure there that
Infrastructure.
you can start to rebuild from. But
Right.
Paradise in California,
No,
there's
it's
nothing
completely
there.
Gone. Yeah.
Do you rebuild, or do you just? I mean, people still own that property.
Yeah.
But even
So-
Malibu, the whole coast of, no, not the whole coast, but that Malibu coast of California, that's all basically pretty shaky, kind of fakey looking thing. At least that was my impression driving through it.
Wait a minute, you're saying Malibu is fake?
Malibu is fake.
Really?
Yeah?
Fake people?
No, just the houses on the hill.
The houses are fake.
They're real houses, but you look at them, they're on the mountain, on the hill, on the mud.
Well, the mud is coming.
Yeah,
because
the
now
mudslides. It was harder to feel sorry for people who built houses on mudslides, I think.
Yeah, but if you build your house on a beach and you get a hurricane,
Yeah, you get
do
a
you feel
hurricane.
bad for them?
Yeah, you feel bad for anybody who loses anything.
Yeah, but it's all materialistic. It could all be replaced. You got insurance.
We live in a
Well,
different culture.
yeah.
Like, compare ourselves to, let's say, we go to Jamaica on vacation or even Puerto Rico. People don't tie their life and their value to what they
To
possess.
material
Right.
things, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's
They
different.
just live their life. They might be poor by our standards, but they're happy.
But
That's-
now,
that's-
you know
sounds
what
familiar. Like
Right.
Meriden. There's a lot of people in Meriden that live that way.
But do you think they're happy?
I don't know. I mean, you could see different cultures. Certain people really love the way their house looks and their yard looks and they're out landscaping and
And it's
everything
their
else.
jewel.
Other
Right.
people could care less what the
Right.
outside of the
Right,
house looks,
exactly.
and they're probably just as happy. They just don't worry about it, I
It's
guess.
a different priority. For
But in
people.
general, do you think Meriden people are happy?
No. No, not if you read Meriden Talks.
Oh my God.
No, people are not happy.
But I also have this perception that they complain a lot, but they complain about little insignificant things.
Yeah, but it's also the same 30 people that bitch and complain about everything.
But means their life is pretty good if they can cry about a pothole in front of their house all day.
Yeah,
Means they don't have any other problems to deal with,
yeah,
right? So their problems, they have it so well that their problems are insignificant.
yeah.
They're not really problems.
Well, I think a lot of it is financial. They're tired of paying taxes, and they worked. They got the referendum through. They tried to enact some budget changes, save some money.
True.
So I mean, there's a feeling that they're being taken advantage of, I think.
But that's not limited to Meriden only.
No, that's all over.
I can only speak for Jersey, but the taxes are so incredibly
Right,
high.
right.
I mean, they're higher than Greenwich, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're people. My father's paying like $15,000 a year in property taxes.
But are his services better than ours in comparison?
No,
What's his property value?
like probably 250,
Oh wow.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, there's mansions in Cheshire that are paying $15,000, $800,000, $900,000 homes.
But
Yeah.
also Cheshire gets better services than we do.
But they don't have it downtown. Oh, wait a minute, we don't either. Well, we kind of do.
We pretend we do.
It's getting there,
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
Very slowly.
So wait a minute, if one of these fires ever happened here, it could happen.
Did
You
Meriden
never
ever
know.
have a big fire in
Not that I recall.
Well, they had big building fires.
Yeah, I mean, there were single building fires that were residential that, some of them were quite tragic. Baby died in one of them on Franklin Street. I remember that one a few years ago. And then, of course, there was 11 Crown Street. That one
But you know how like big cities
was in
like
the news for a while.
Or the big the Capitol thing that used to be down, what was the Capitol block? Right at the end of Colony Street in Maine.
Before my time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's
Was there
History.
big fire?
Big fire.
Big.
There were a lot of fires in Meriden. But do we have an evacuation plan in Meriden? Is there
Over
an
the
evacuation
pedestrian
plan?
bridge.
Over from one side.
We're all going to
That's-
pile on it and cross it.
That's going to get you.
From State Street
from
to
the-
Pratt Street.
No, the other way. You're
Oh.
going to go from Pratt to State.
Yeah, but the liquor
And then you're
store's on
gonna-
the other side.
And then you're going to get on the train and hightail it out of
Yeah,
here.
but the liquor store's on Pratt, so I'm
Right.
going that way.
You're going that way.
No, but
Okay.
seriously,
No,
like
but
every
that
town
bridge,
has
a
an
lot of people-
evacuation plan. Does Meriden have an evacuation plan?
Not that I'm aware of.
What would you be evacuating from?
Exactly.
What could
It
possibly?
depends.
If you notice, the weather kind of goes around Meriden.
Yes.
It really does, and I don't know whether it's because we're like
Or
in
it
this
stops.
valley or
It stops just before us.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
cradled.
I mean,
Yeah.
Berlin gets a lot of the real bad storms. Wallingford gets it. Cheshire gets. I mean, it just kind of goes around us. So I don't see us ever needing evacuate. But I would like to know if we can evacuate somewhere.
Maybe the higher force knows that Meriden is Meriden, so it's not bothering to destroy it.
We're going deep here.
Wow. Well, the train is a good idea, though.
Yeah, well, that
But where
you
are we
know, a
going,
lot of people
Springfield?
don't know this. Part of the reason for the what people call the bridge to nowhere
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
was as part of a plan to get people onto the other side of town
That's what we were told.
without using rowboats.
But what side of town? So
Well,
you'd be
you're going to go from the east side. Oh, excuse me, from the west side
to the east side.
To the east
To
side.
the east side.
to the train
To the
station.
west side.
To the
But
train
time
station.
out, time out. So why did this become so important to get a bridge over? Pay a couple million if before the whole area was roped off and you couldn't cross anyways for a long time.
Why was it roped off?
Well, when it was just
the
an empty
rubble.
lot.
Well, when it flooded, here's the thing. I mean, downtown, you had people in rowboats who were navigating downtown. Firefighters, emergency
When?
personnel. This was in the early 90s.
Oh,
Yeah. We got the 500-year storm. And if you go into Prentice Printing, he has a line of demarcation where the waters hit, the high level mark.
Yeah.
Right there in the store. And there were people in rowboats. And so part of the design with the whole flood control project was to have that bridge to move people, pedestrian traffic.
Well, and now that Pratt Street looks like it's just about 90% done. I mean, they paved it, but
Yeah.
I don't know whether I hope that's not the final paving. Everybody was complaining about that, and I think it was a great idea. I mean, yeah, okay, they spent extra money on putting in medians and all the blocks and stuff, but it's not just a cosmetic thing. There was an engineering
Right.
thing to that also, and now we got to see if it floods.
yeah, but we also got to do cosmetic things for Meriden to be attractive
Right.
to
Are they going to
investors.
landscape the median?
Yeah, they're supposed to put like grass
That's what
and
I
bushes
thought,
and
yeah.
stuff. All it's supposed. I mean, the renderings look beautiful. They did a really nice job on that. And again, everybody keeps complaining about their tax dollars going towards stuff that they don't care about. Well, the same way you're not going to ever make everybody happy, you're not going to make everybody happy with how you spend tax dollars.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I'm not qualified as an engineer to know what we need and what we don't need. I'm going to leave it up to the engineers to figure that out. Right?
Right.
It's a great push of faith.
Thanks. Well, and now he's leaving, right? Who's our Bob Seal? Is
City planner.
Yeah.
Yep, he's going to Idaho. I asked him the other day, I said, "You're not giving up on Meriden, are you?" He said, "No. He wanted to be home with his family."
Yeah.
He's been in Meriden for 10 years.
He's always been very nice to me, and little things that I've come to him with,
He's helpful.
and opens up the book and looks up the law.
Yeah.
Well, even the other guy that's in the same office.
Paul.
Paul, yeah. He's
Paul's
nice
really
too.
nice too.
Oh, there's some decent employees. And have you met the new city manager?
No,
Oh, okay.
have you?
No,
No,
no. He
nobody's
called me
met
back.
him.
He
That's
called
no
me back
reason.
for the first time.
Better than the last one or the one before?
We'll
don't
find
know.
We're
out.
getting cheeky, Joe.
Yeah.
He just started.
Yeah. Let's give him a chance.
Right.
No, I've heard good things about him, but I have yet to
Yeah.
meet him.
Yeah.
We'll judge by how the city goes and how it progresses.
Going back to the paving thing, when are they going to pave our roads?
Which roads?
All of them. All of them.
You want them all paved?
Yes. Let's start with
Main Street just
Main and Broad by the Stop and Shop, going down Main Street. That's horrible there. You over by the new dog park over on
where?
Gracie.
Oh, that's miserable.
Hicks.
Oh. Well, yeah, well, they painted nice new yellow lines
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I guess they
that's-
were going to have the grand opening of the dog
Yeah,
park. The
yeah.
city council was going to come,
Right.
so somebody at City Hall said, "Hey, we better paint
You better
nice
pave it.
yellow
Oh,
lines."
Oh, just
But-
painting?
Yeah, they didn't pave it; they just painted yellow lines.
Okay.
The new Record Journal was coming to take pictures.
Yeah, they wanted it to look pretty.
No.
But that street, the Hicks Street,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
so horrible down by
Yeah.
Colony.
yeah, by the honey guy, the guy selling honey.
It has horses and goats.
Is he a real farmer?
Yes.
Well, he's got honey.
Does he have a permit?
I don't
For
know.
honey?
Permit for anything.
You need a
All right.
permit for everything.
Everything. We need a permit for this.
I never understood. No, we don't.
Okay.
I never understood why people. We used to work for a company that they would never get the right permits. They would do work and just wait until they got caught.
Got in
and I'm
trouble.
like, a permit's like $25.
Right.
Go to City Hall,
Yeah,
give
do
them a
it right.
plan, pay the $25, and get it done.
Yeah, and that way, if your neighbor's mad at you, he can see the permit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to report you to City Hall
I hate neighbors.
for putting on that deck.
I don't like neighbors.
Why not?
Well, I have one good neighbor and I have one bad neighbor. Because once you have a bad neighbor, that bad neighbor
It
is
ruins
bad
everything.
forever.
It just ruins your experience of owning
Right.
a house.
Yeah.
Right, and living in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Wish I had bigger property.
But I think we're so busy with working and just being out that a house is not really that much in your day.
Huh?
I feel-
What?
What?
I just to elaborate, I just feel like I go home to sleep and then next morning I start going to work and doing
Yeah,
other things.
yeah, you're on the treadmill.
And especially with day being so short now, it's getting dark so soon.
I thought they were going to stop that.
Oh, daylight savings time?
Yes.
Yeah, there's been arguments. It comes up every year. Every time, the time changes, they bring up the same discussion on how it was created for the farmers to get more time out of the
I
day.
thought it was created
And
for
then
Christmas season, so people spent more money because the
Right,
stores were open
stay
later.
in the stores longer.
It wasn't?
No, it was
Oh.
for farmers to take advantage of daylight so that they could...
It could be for shoppers though. It's darker,
then-
so you
and
don't know
then-
how much you're taking out of your wallet.
And then manufacturers, for the shifts, different shifts,
Yeah.
they for some reason they were able to use it, take advantage of it too.
I
But
thought it
now
was
they're
so we
saying
could have our Christmas
in the
lights on
modern
longer.
age we don't need it. It's not needed. There's an argument that says
So you're saying the electric company is behind this?
Yeah,
That could
because,
very well be.
because you could leave your Christmas lights on longer
right,
because it's
serious.
darker.
right, and you're putting the lights on at 4:30.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to like that. What kind of businesses would you two like to see downtown?
Oh, are we going there?
We're going there.
We're going there. Well, yeah, because you just did a story on that, didn't you?
Oh well, go
Somebody
ahead.
did, right?
Answer the question.
We definitely need restaurants.
Okay.
We need bars. We need things having to do with art. Mm-hmm. We need a reason for people to come downtown. Mm-hmm. And we don't have any of that. Well, we do. I
Well-
shouldn't say that. We have the Gallery 53.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I mean, people have said that
Yeah.
some of that stuff has already been there.
Yeah.
But there's a lack of patronizing.
There's no parking. I can't park my car. How am I going to get somewhere? I can't park my car.
I mean, why go to the new coffee shop when you can go to D&D and
Yeah.
never get out of your car?
Right. Go right through the drive-through. Which brings me to our sponsor.
You have a sponsor.
Yeah, the Downtown Coffee Shop. You got to go visit Tina at 33 West Main Street.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Corner of West Main and Barrister. Tina's the owner. She's had it for a couple months now, and I think she just had her ribbon cutting last month. Mm-hmm. And she's starting to do really good. That place has gone through like so many different types of. Well, if it's always been like a cafe or
Right.
a diner or whatever, but she seems to be really doing good. She got brand new booths. I don't know if you've been in there lately.
New boots?
New boots.
Awesome.
Booths, not boots. Boots.
No, I heard that.
I know, with the snow, the boots.
And a New Jersey accent.
Yeah.
And the Jersey accent. Right.
She's got, no, her Philly cheesesteak is really good. She's got wrapped salads. The Italian wedding soup is to die for. And I think her son makes all the soup fresh. They got a different soup every day.
Wow.
So you got to go check her out. And Wepa Art Studio is doing things there now. They're doing the paint parties.
The paint
Excellent.
parties inside the
Yeah.
coffee shop.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's, when is she open? She's open 7 to 5, Monday through Friday. And on the weekend, she's 8 to 2. So the weekend nights, it's
All
Wepa
right.
paint party time.
All right. Is she the only business downtown?
Support the new business.
No, she's not the only business downtown.
What else
There's
is there,
plenty
Joe?
of businesses downtown.
Check cashing places.
Barbershops.
Pawn shop.
So if you want, to be a sponsor, email us at dirtylaundryct@gmail.com. You got a restaurant? We're all starving. We'll come down and eat,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Dine and dash.
This one does that. We go to
He dines and
restaurants,
dashes?
and when we're waiting for the bill,
Yeah.
he says that really loud so the waiter or waitress can hear.
Oh no.
Says dine and dash. And the one waitress, the one time she turned around, she goes, "You better not."
Yeah, right. I'm watching you, big boy.
Yeah.
She was.
No, going back to downtown, it's the chicken or the egg.
Yes.
Businesses aren't going to move in until there's people. People
Right.
aren't going to move in
Right.
until they're businesses.
Right.
And that's
So-
the whole thing. I think the sustainability. We got to
Right.
work on sustainability first before we decide we're going to move in Ferrari dealership into downtown Meriden.
Well, they'll love looting that.
See?
Yeah.
You're
What?
already jumping the gun.
No. Oh, come on. A Ferrari dealership?
But the
Ferrari
dealership
dealer-
wants to sell the cars, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to get looted. They're not going to move in just so they get looted.
No.
Well, maybe if it's an insurance scam.
Well, and actually, it's a myth. The myth is all the crime downtown. There's absolutely no crime downtown because there's no people.
I think
There's none. I mean, literally, you have a couple of homeless people, and
petty crime,
that's
if
about it.
anything.
Yeah, there's no reason to not feel safe walking downtown at 2 in the morning. Not that you'd have a reason to.
Oh, I would
but
never do it.
Why? Why?
2 in the morning, walking
Well,
downtown.
Well,
Yeah.
if you happen to
No.
be getting out of somewhere and you got to walk to your car, or let's say your car runs out of gas and you got to walk to
Let's
a gas
say you
station.
just came back from a casino with 2 bags of money.
Right, right.
No.
It's
no,
2 in the morning.
Not happening.
But what's the reason? Do you think
Why?
you're going to get jumped?
Yes.
Why?
And besides, I'm a female. I'm a little more vulnerable than you guys. I mean,
We should-
maybe if I was walking with someone else, it might not
All
be
right.
so bad.
We're going to put you downtown at 2 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
you're not.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there with cameras.
Yeah,
you're not.
we'll
See?
do that. We'll follow you. What if
No.
we talk to you on the cell phone the whole time?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, we'll be on the phone with
Well,
you
yeah,
the whole time.
You got to be watching from the green.
Well, no, I don't have to watch.
You're
we'll
not
just
doing
listen to
this.
you, and then when we hear her go,
We'll save
then we
you.
know to call.
You know your experiment failed.
Yeah, we'll call 911.
Yeah. No, there's no crime downtown at all. There's plenty of parking downtown. The parking garage at 24 Colony Street, right next to the First Congressional Church.
Mm-hmm.
Is it congressional or congregational?
Congregational.
My damn accent, I can't figure it out.
Congressional is politics.
Oh,
It's
okay.
government.
No,
It's government.
we're not going there.
No.
Not this episode
No.
anyway. We'll go there next episode.
Yeah, we need a break.
Yeah. But the parking garage is there. It's free on the weekends, and all during the week, your first 2 hours are free. Mm-hmm. So, and actually, you know what we did? We went in,
Uh-oh.
waited the 2 hours, came out, made a U-turn, and went back in again for another 2 hours.
That's cheap.
Well,
Don't try it at home, kids.
hey, I pay my taxes. I pay plenty of taxes here.
All right.
But there's
ways
plenty
to
of parking.
save money.
And then you-
stay with Joe and for more ways to save
Yeah.
money.
It'll be a new segment.
Right.
But then you have the other
and then
parking
you're
garage.
clogging up traffic and bothering people.
What's the city parking?
Oh, the municipal lot?
Yes, you have that
with
one.
with the funny guy in the booth?
Yeah, and then you have the garage
Right.
with Denise. Denise is awesome. Have you ever met Denise?
The garage, you're talking about the one by DCI?
Behind the old Middlesex.
Yeah.
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 That one's free on the weekends, and it's
Right.
free after 6
Right.
p.m.
It is. Yeah.
Is there a lot on the hill over there across Church
Yes.
Street?
Yes.
Grove Street.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can go to the Grove Street
No,
lot.
Church Street lot
Yeah.
up top.
On
Is it
top.
free?
Yeah. No, that's free all the time, but a lot of contractors will park there because it's a lot of
Yeah.
steps.
It's catch as catch can.
It's a lot of steps, and in the winter it could be brutal.
Yeah.
But it is free.
That was a good question. Going back to a question of what business.
All right, so you guys want to see more restaurants,
Well,
anything besides bail bonds,
Yes.
check cashing,
Yeah.
barbershops,
Yes.
no more pizza joints,
No. I got plenty of those.
and no nail salons.
I want to see business owners that are proud of whatever space they're occupying. 'Cause
Well, you need a reason for people to come downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no draw. There's no reason. I do notice around the holidays, Gallery 53 does great. And there's always cars parked in front of them because they have the whole place decked out
Mm-hmm.
with Christmas lights, and they sell all the Christmas ornaments that people make and stuff. So they do really good.
Mm-hmm.
Silver City Ballroom brings down a lot of people because of weddings and birthdays and different
And
events.
parties.
That'll be our sponsor next time.
I
I gotta pay
guess.
myself.
I guess.
That'll be
my
the next
question
episode.
is, who parks in front of 24? There's always cars up there.
I think each tenant only gets one
Right.
parking space.
Right.
So if you've got a husband and a wife and you both have a car,
Yeah.
one of you is screwed.
Is there a time limit on those spots?
Oh yeah, it's
Or
2
visitor.
hours. No, it's regular street parking is what, 2 hours, and then you got to move it.
Right. Can
Remember-
you park on that side of Colony?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can park on both sides of Colony.
Both sides?
Yep.
Remember
2
when
hours
that-
and then move.
Remember when that building wasn't there and there was a big parking lot?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was this guy, Steve, walking around and marking the tires with chalk?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they used to back then.
Yeah.
They walked around with the stick. They marked your tires, and then when they came around 2 hours later, if the mark was still there, they wrote you a ticket. There's a lot of
Really?
towns that still do that.
Okay.
But now I only see the guys. They look like park rangers. They wear the brown outfits.
Oh, yeah?
You only usually see them like once a month or twice a month because they do other things. It's not like
Are
we.
they caped?
No, they don't have capes, but they're not superheroes. But they
Masks?
They do other things. They do multiple things besides. It's not like we hire people just to be parking meter.
They also
meter
work
maids.
for UPS?
But
You
They
got
could.
the brown suits.
They could. They may.
today I saw an interesting picture on one of the forums on Facebook that I think you know if you're from Meriden. If
Yeah.
it had a meter maid little Cushman thing.
Yeah.
So I think they used to have meter maids.
Yeah.
2 ladies, I believe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Rita. Rita the meter maid.
Lovely Rita.
Lovely Rita the meter maid.
So she still does parking.
Oh, Meatball, you're too young.
Oh.
It's a Beatles song.
You never heard the Beatles song?
No.
Rita, meter maid, where would I be without you?
Lovely Rita meter maid. Nothing can come between us.
No, I don't listen to Beatles.
Oh. What do you listen to?
Local talent.
Local talent.
Yeah, my favorite drummer name is Al.
Yeah. Oh, Big
Oh,
Al.
Big Al, Big Sweet Al.
Big Al
Oh,
from-
yeah, he's all of our
from
favorite
O'Brien's.
drummers. Yes.
I think he's the
right.
best drummer ever.
He is the best drummer.
He's a good conga player, too.
Yeah.
I think he might be playing downtown for the Yule Fest.
Yes, the Yule Fest, we're going to have Big Al
Yeah.
and Mike and
Mike Simmons
Tim.
and Tim, all
They-
from Meriden.
They're going to be playing at the ballroom. I think Sean and his wife from the Chamber of Commerce are
Okay.
going to be playing. And pretty much anybody who wants to get up there and sing and play. It's kind of like
It's
an
gonna
open
be
mic
an
night.
open mic. Mhm.
Yeah, Yule Fest is Saturday, November 24th from 3 to 7 on Colony Street. They're closing down Colony Street from Main Street up to the parking garage.
Wow.
Up to 24 Colony.
Nice.
There's going to be a whole bunch of vendors inside 24 Colony, you know, where there's no stores. And there hasn't been any stores.
Yeah.
And there's no new business. But anyway, there's going to be vendors and everybody in there. Santa's going to come up on the train. They're going to light a tree outside the train station. Topeka sausage
Ooh.
and alcohol at Silver City Ballroom. Yeah. Selfless
Sounds like
plug.
a good time.
New
Selfless
tradition is
club.
born.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
an annual event, right?
It's,
We hope so.
It's
you're
gearing
going
up
to keep
to
it
be.
up?
The Making Meriden office, David Cooley and Lisa from Main Street USA, they just wanted to do something downtown.
Right.
And I had mentioned to them that I wanted to do like a beer and wine
Yeah, you
festival
went
in
Oktoberfest,
October. We
yeah.
made a whole committee and we were going to put it all together. And then for some reason, everybody decided to back out. And all of a sudden, there was a Yule Fest 1 month later. So I don't know what happened,
Go
but
figure.
you know what? There's a lot of people that are donating their time and putting this together.
And Kabasi.
And Kabasi, you can't.
I'm in Kabasi.
Yeah.
Is Metco related to the city in some way? Sponsored by the city, or how does
It's,
that work?
It's Meriden Economic Development
Development Corp.
Corporation.
Right.
Does that answer your question?
No.
It's a quasi-public agency formed to generate funding and hold on to
For the city.
for the city.
They
Yeah.
they're supposed to implement different programs
Right.
to make downtown a thriving downtown.
Right.
So
Invest
whatever
in
they have to
downtown.
do, right?
Yeah, they invested. They put up $50,000 in seed money.
But is that a department of the city? I just.
No, it's its own nonprofit. It's separate from the city, but a lot of city council members and different people
Are on the
from the
board.
city are on
Yeah.
the board.
I see.
So they all have a say on,
Right.
where money's coming from and where it's going and everything else. But they're basically marketing downtown
Right.
to hopefully one day turn it around.
Excellent.
Maybe they're doing what, the city doesn't have resources to do themselves.
Right. Exactly.
So they're a good thing.
So they're probably getting grants from the government, maybe state or federal, to promote Meriden and the transit-oriented district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely part
Yeah.
of it. The transit-oriented district gets funding for being just that.
Right.
Excellent. Thank you.
Right.
You're welcome.
And some of the seed money for the Making Meriden Business Center.
Seed money
Okay.
sounds so
Seedy.
seedy.
Shady.
Yeah. Sounds.
Well, I mean, you think of it as planting, and it's not so shady.
Oh. I
Especially
guess.
if something grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the question. Is anything
Is
going to
anything
grow?
going to grow? Right, except grass in the cracks of the sidewalks.
But in the summer, doesn't Meriden have some kind of plots for people to use?
Cemetery plots?
Plots?
No, not cemetery plots, but like gardening plots.
Gardening plots.
Oh, yeah.
community
No,
gardens.
the neighborhood association, they have a whole bunch of different things going on.
Oh, that's too
I
big.
haven't even wrapped
Yeah,
my
there's
head
a
around all
community
of
garden up Washington Park. I think.
Right. I think
Liberty.
that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have trifecta. That's kind of new and hip.
that. They're like growing fish, right?
Yeah, growing fish.
They grow fish.
It's hydroponics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they use the poop?
Yes, they use
Fish
the
poop?
fish poop for fertilizer,
Yeah.
and they have a unique system. That
Do they sell sandwiches?
They sell all kinds of produce, and from what I understand, My City Kitchen
Yes.
is in there.
My City Kitchen's in there,
and
and
she's doing farm to farm to table,
yeah.
various events over there. So that's kind of new and hip, and they're expanding.
Is this all non-profit?
No.
No, they're their own.
No.
They're
They
their own thing.
they won a I believe, over $1 million USDA grant.
Excellent.
Yeah, which helped them get off the ground. And they renovated space at 290 Pratt Street in the Meriden Enterprise Center. It was
Excellent.
it was an old warehouse, really kind of crummy looking, on the 3rd floor, and they turned it into this hydroponics laboratory. And it's just amazing when you go in there. The leafy greens, the vertical farming.
Can anyone go and visit?
You can visit, and you're also invited to participate in their harvest.
Can I feed
program.
the fish?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to them.
The fish feed you.
I picture going to an aquarium when
Fish
they have
food,
those open
Jeff.
tanks and you could just stick your fingers in and pet the fish.
Yeah, they're really small.
But a harvest probably
they
isn't
did,
the same.
They did make a similar program over at the ARC, the ARC of Meriden Wallingford,
Yeah.
and that's been really successful to grow food and stuff over there.
I've gotten lunch there once at the Ark.
Yeah, that's a nice little
And they have
operation.
like the whole kitchen is all special needs people, and they teach
they're
them how to
waiting
cook.
on you, and
Yeah.
doing all kinds.
What kind of food did you get, Joey?
I got a grilled cheese sandwich. I want to play it safe.
Yeah, did you get French fries?
No,
Oh,
no, bag of chips.
I would have gotten the fries.
Bag of chips.
Yeah.
The fish make the fries.
No.
They make the potatoes.
You know what my friend does? She gives her little Chihuahua French fries,
Yeah.
but she licks the salt off of the French fry first. So she
That-
puts the French fry in her mouth. She
kinda
goes, gets all the salt off, and then gives her a little piece.
That's the tastiest
like a
part,
bird.
though.
Yeah, the salt
Yeah.
is the best part.
Yeah, but probably not good for a dog.
Potato?
Well, salt.
Salt,
Yeah.
probably not. But that's what keeps you coming back.
It's like crack.
McDonald's figured that out in the 50s.
Yeah,
The more you salt up those French fries, the more they're going to come back for more.
it's crack.
Yeah.
Keep you coming back for more.
But I think your body needs salt. Doesn't Powerade like salt and the electrolytes? The salt.
Yeah, Gatorade and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta find a way to get Starbucks to sponsor us,
Good luck with that.
because I want a Starbucks in the studio here at all times. Maybe even a barista too. Hey, Dino. Dino's our producer. He doesn't like to talk. Get Starbucks on the phone for me.
You're going to put in your own Starbucks
Yeah.
in the studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll get a barista.
That's the ultimate goal.
Maybe
Yeah,
we can
that's
get
when we'll know we
Starbucks
succeeded.
at 24 Colony. Explain why that will never happen,
That
Joe.
will never happen.
Why, Joe?
Because of the clientele downtown. All right. So a couple things with this. We're gonna go there?
Yeah,
Sure.
we're going.
All right. My theory behind housing downtown.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. If 24 Colony is, what is it,
More like 80-20.
80-20,
Yeah.
so it's 20% market value and
Less than that.
and
10.
80% affordable and Section 8.
Right.
Okay. How do you expect a steakhouse to move in on Colony Street and charge $25.99 for a nice, big, juicy, well-done ribeye?
They can sell steakums.
Well, Steakums would do it. Well, that's the problem.
Well, I mean, here I am thinking, well, they're not supposed to be the only customer
No,
coming from 24 Colony Street.
I understand
if a
that,
steakhouse
but-
comes downtown, all those people on Meriden Talks who complain and moan about not having a restaurant better get down there.
Yeah, but the idea was that people were going to live at 24 Colony and all around
They weren't going
downtown.
to support the whole downtown.
But they were going to get on the train and they were going to go to work and they were going to come back from work on the train. They were going to hit up a restaurant or a bar in
well, you have
downtown
to
and walk.
consider a lot of the reason why some of those people are on Section 8 is because they're handicapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have some disability.
Well, no, I'm not saying anything
That's why
negative
you-
about Section 8. I mean,
Right,
the
I
only,
understand that.
The only thing I don't agree with Section 8 and affordable is you should have a way to get off of it. People really need it, but the idea is to not live like that the rest of
Right.
your life.
Well, there
Use
are-
that opportunity
Right.
to get yourself out of a hole and get off of Section 8 and move on.
Absolutely.
But if you make it so nice, if you give them a beautiful apartment, I'm not saying, no, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not saying give them a piece of crap apartment, but put a time limit on it or somehow.
Yeah. And I do know that the Housing Authority does have some programs that allow some of the more motivated tenants to save and eventually go into home ownership.
I mean, do they
They
have,
actually have like a wall
yeah,
of people who have left Meriden MHA.
like a wall
and
of fame?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
have gone on to home ownership.
But
And
I mean,
is that program.
they have programs to help people
Yeah.
get on their feet and
Yeah.
try and get
Yeah.
off of state assistance.
Yes.
Well, that's
the whole,
good.
and that's part of the community that they're trying to create over in Meriden Commons 1 and Meriden Commons
So
too.
that's like rent to own?
No, that's putting away money for a down payment, actually getting in there and doing it, maybe getting a CHFA mortgage.
And are there advisors that help them?
Yes,
with that?
yes, absolutely. Yes,
Excellent,
there's
excellent.
staff that will help you do that. And there's job training. There's some programs for that too.
Great.
So so there are, for those who want that. I mean, you can talk about making things cushy for Section 8 people.
Right.
However, if you ever lived that life,
Yeah. If you've been to the mills
Right.
in the past
Right.
10 years
Oh,
or so,
yeah, it's-
but people write on, you're from Meriden If. Like, I've
Yeah.
seen people post how they grew up in the mills and it was great and it was unbelievable. And I'm looking at it like,
what?
really? Maybe
Yeah.
when it was new?
Maybe.
I don't understand.
Maybe
but
it was the camaraderie.
when
you know,
when
the-
I went to the mills like 3 years
my mom
ago.
knew her mom, and she was out on the stoop, and they all kind of watched out for us. And
Like a big family.
that might,
Yeah,
exactly.
maybe that's
yeah.
it.
It was the community. I think that they liked.
Because all I saw was garbage
and that happened quickly.
yeah.
That was just a couple of years after that. After the mills was built, there was already complaints about the conditions inside. That's why that's not the way public housing works anymore.
Right.
So they seek these public-private partnerships. Now, when you're referring to 24 Colony Street, as I said, that one has the highest concentration of replacement housing from the demolished mills. Okay, that one got the biggest number of subsidized units is at 24.
Right. Not
And
necessarily the residents that were living at the mills.
No.
Just replacing the mills.
Probably out of all the tenants, the 64 units, maybe like 10, 20 came from the mills.
Yeah.
So it's a small number.
Yeah.
But Meriden Commons 1 or 2, you're supposed to see more spread out. The ratio is supposed to increase for affordable and market rate at those units.
So then going back to your point, what type of business would fit with that type of clientele?
Well, I mean, when you're talking about affordable, if you look at the median gross income of $80,000 in New Haven, that means someone making $45,000, $50,000 a year is eligible for an affordable unit.
Yeah, but that's Greater New Haven. I mean, Meriden is more like 45,000,
I understand
right?
that, but what I'm saying is your salary is your salary,
Right.
And that number makes you eligible to get a unit
Yeah.
at Meriden Commons at a discount
Right.
from the market rate.
Shoot, I'm going to move.
Right, exactly.
I'm ready to hear that.
Yeah,
Those are nice.
So, and you're the kind of person who can afford a steak dinner, $25.
Steakums.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I know, and I also understand what you're saying, how you don't have to rely just on the people that live downtown,
Right, exactly.
But again,
But that helps because it's supposed to, the whole idea was to generate foot traffic.
Right. And that's the problem. There's no foot traffic.
Right.
I mean, if it was a chain restaurant there, people will come from out of town and people will come from the outskirts of town because they know that chain. But that chain isn't going to move
That
in
chain
there
isn't
just
coming.
yet.
Not yet.
No, I mean, it may in the future.
Right.
Once enough people live, once all these buildings go up and
Exactly.
everything, you
Yeah.
know, there's going to be plenty of people
Yeah,
here.
if there's a demographic shift in income and people, you're going to see more interest.
But everybody always says that the mall is the reason downtown died.
Well, that's blamed in every city.
I don't understand it because the stores that are in the mall would have never been, nor were they ever in downtown.
But it drove shopping away from the downtown area. You had corset shops. You had, little hardware stores. You had this, that. And
Where does one go in the Westfield Mall for a corset?
I don't think
What
they
is a
make them
corset?
anymore.
Meatball, where
There
do
we
you get
go.
your corset?
Where do you get your corset?
Spencer's gift.
The dress barn.
The dress bar.
Big and tall
Victoria's
section.
Secret.
I got to say, Victoria's Secret has some awesome lotion.
Okay,
And it makes you smell so sexy.
there you go.
Bombshell. Bombshell is
Right.
the bomb.
That is-
Are they our next sponsor?
Oh, God, I would love
there
that.
you go. Go hit them all up.
Get a
for
whole
sponsorship.
wall of Bombshell. Bombshell is the bomb. I'm telling you, you got to try that lotion. Meatball, you try it.
I will.
And you'll feel so sexy all day long.
I'll report back on next podcast.
About your newfound sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like,
got to get it when it's a deal. You could do
I
like
will.
25 bucks.
I'll pay the full price. Such a good recommendation. But going back to Meriden and businesses, Meriden's not really constructed to be walkable though. Because if you want to cross,
But they built that bridge.
But if you want to cross Colony, you gotta run
Yeah.
from one side to the other. that's not something that attracts walkability.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
Even
yeah,
on the
I
other
guess.
side, if you go Main Street, that's always stream of cars going.
Yeah, but once there's enough people, you could do like some of those downtowns. They put the little cone in the middle of the street, pedestrian with the crosswalk. You don't have to. I mean, that what does that cost? A little bit of paint and a cone, and a sign.
But a good
the people
example-
aren't there yet.
A good example of that, though, is Seatown.
Oh, that's like a racetrack.
If you want to
That's
drive
crazy.
by there,
Yeah.
you really got to go like 5 miles
Yeah.
per hour. Watch out.
But you know what? A big problem with that is their parking. Their parking
Right.
is horrible. It's a
Yeah.
really weird parking
Small.
lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are parking on the street. A lot of people
Yeah.
park across the street, even on that side
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot, and that's a parking issue. Did I just complain about parking?
Yes.
No, but that's further away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Downtown is fine.
Yeah, and I don't see too many people walking to Seatown because
You can see
No.
people
there's
crossing the street.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
of some of that side road.
Later
but-
at night, they park at GT Tire, I believe, and
Yeah,
they're just trying
right, and then
to
you just-
rabbit
yeah.
across.
Right.
I love
know.
Seatown's like a Latin dance party.
I
in
know.
there.
You
They-
go in there, it's whoa.
They
it's-
got that music pumping.
I know. I feel
Everybody's like
Yeah,
dancing.
Yeah.
And you ever see the people climb the rice to get to the top?
No.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen the people climb the rice?
Yes, when they bring the rice in and they stack it up higher and higher, and you walk in and somebody's climbing rice. I feel like it's like Iron Man or something.
Climbing right.
Climbing
Yeah, he
rice.
climbs the bag of rice. And then one time they had a whole bunch of Disney photos, like framed pictures of Disney. In the front of the store after you pay, they always have some strange, pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know, for sale.
We should make a field trip and report from there.
Yeah.
No, we should go to the caravan.
Yeah, we have to go to the caravan.
We should go to that caravan that's coming
Yeah.
here.
the
Because
one
that's
in
going to
Mexico?
ruin everything,
All
right?
You and me
Oh,
all hit the caravan.
aren't we all scared of the caravan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, the military's there, right?
All of them.
Yeah, so we're okay. Yeah,
All of them.
yeah, the whole military is there, so we're fine.
Here go our jobs.
All right, so I think our first show was fine,
That was.
right?
It was the best first show ever.
And we got a second show that's uploaded already, too, so you could listen to that. If there's anything anybody wants us to talk about and air out, any rumors that anybody has,
laundry.
you could also leave your comments. And we should read everybody's comments. That's what we should do. We should read
Some.
because, well, no, we should read
I'll
all
read the
the...
positive ones. You get
Yeah.
the negative ones.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can read the negative.
Go to dirtylaundryct@gmail.com, and we're on Facebook at Dirty Laundry CT.
Look us up.
Yeah, you could comment
And we're
there.
going to have guest speakers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're going to talk to David Cooley,
Who's David Cooley?
the Making Meriden Business Center.
Yes.
Excellent.
We're going to talk to a bunch of people. We got more people lined up from the Record Journal.
Yeah.
Get down to some of that City Hall business
Yeah.
that everybody keeps
Right.
complaining about.
Right.
My taxes,
Yeah,
my
we'll
money.
have Matt in.
Do your job. Do
Right.
your job.
Right.
We should have Michael Carabetta and somebody from City Council on together. That would be fun.
Miguel Castro.
Oh, that would be great.
With
That
Michael
would be so
Carabetta.
much fun. I got to say, Michael did an awesome job with the referendum. Whether you agree with him or not,
You
he
have to
did-
give him credit.
Yeah, he started a movement, and even Kara Shriver was signing people up. Yes, the infamous Kara Shriver.
No.
Yeah.
Was she?
Do you know
What's
what
she
she
wearing?
did? Do you know what she did?
What was she wearing?
She ruined Christmas. She ruined Christmas. Do you believe that?
No,
Oh.
how?
It was like some Secret Santa thing
Oh, yeah. There was a Secret Santa.
on Meriden Talks.
Meriden Talks were trying to get people to sign up. And of course, she had to pitch in about her, you're not including everyone, you're all just friends, and let's get everyone going on this, or not do it at all. Some kind of line,
Oh, so if they don't do it at all, then there's no Christmas.
right?
No.
She ruined Christmas.
There's no Christmas on the internet.
We might have to
Never-
call her
always.
and get to the bottom
Yeah,
of it.
we're going to have to get that.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I'm watching you from across the room. Refined.